In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of our second kids' church principle, and here it is: lead with energy. Here's why that's important. A lot of families who come to church might be nervous. Are my kids going to have fun? Or kids here, they're going to church on a Sunday morning and they're thinking, church is boring, I don't want to do that. So it's really important that if you want to have a successful kids' church ministry, that it's fun, that it's an exciting environment. It's a place that kids want to come. It's a place that parents are going to feel good about maybe dragging their kids out of bed on a Sunday morning to come to church. So that's why we have our second principle is all about leading with energy, which is about you, the volunteer, coming to your experience, to the class that you serve in, to the age group that you work with, and having an energetic, fun, exciting way about you to make church a fun experience. So here's the first thing I want to say about that. The experience should be fun. You know, when those kids are dropped off at your classroom, you should have a smile on your face. You should have energy and excitement. Like, I'm so glad you're here today. And that those kids feel right away that church isn't going to be boring, that this is going to be fun, that you have a smile on your face, the other kids have a smile on their face, and you're ready to have a good time. That's really important in creating that energy that's needed for a good kids' church experience. And here's the second thing: model a heart of worship. In the Pursue God Kids curriculum, we have a large group time where kids leave the classroom experience and they go and they have a time of worship and they have a video with the Bible story, and there's a leader that kind of leads that large group experience. And again, as a volunteer serving in that ministry, you want to make sure that you model for the kids that are in your small group or in your classroom that you want to be at church, that to you church is fun, that learning about Jesus is fun, that when it's time to sing those songs that you model a heart of worship, that you are engaged in the process, because kids are going to follow your lead. So if you as their teacher are just kind of sitting there and watching the leader lead worship, or just kind of not really singing, or if you do motions, not really doing anything, then kids are watching you and what you're modeling, and they're going to start to think, well, maybe worship isn't that fun, or this is kind of weird. And, maybe pursuing God is kind of a weird, not as much fun thing. So it's really important for you as the volunteer to model a heart of worship, a heart of enthusiasm and excitement, so those kids see that in you and have that same excitement about worshiping God and learning about Him. Here's the last thing about leading with energy: make sure you come prepared every week, or how often you serve. Here's the thing. As a teacher coming into a classroom experience, if you haven't read through your lesson, if you haven't prepared in advance and know what are we talking about today, or what's the big idea that the kids are going to be learning about, then you're unprepared, which means you're not going to be able to lead with energy because you're trying to read the lesson, right? You're not sure where everything's supposed to go. You're not leading with confidence, so you're just kind of up there going through the motions. And that's not a good thing for these kids. They're going to pick up on that too. So it's really important for you to come prepared, having read through your lesson, thought about how would you apply the big idea they're learning that day to your own life? What are some other questions you might want to ask the kids in your small group discussion time? Whatever it is, it's important that you come prepared. And at Pursue God, we make the resources very clear, concise, and easy to follow. So it's not pages and pages of stuff that you're not going to want to read through. We make it very easy for you to prepare. And in fact, we also have in the leader resources a guide and a video for you to walk you through how do you use the teacher notes page that comes in all of our teacher packs for K to 5th. And it's important for you to watch that video and learn how to use the curriculum so that you can come into your classroom experience and be prepared, and that you can lead with energy because you know what you're talking about and you have confidence about what you're talking about. And I'm telling you, that'll make such a difference in your classroom experience, and those kids are going to know church can be fun, and it's energetic, and it's exciting, and the teacher models that for us, and it's just an overall great experience for kids' church. So don't forget that second principle: lead with energy.